Hi, welcome to Pam's Pups, Places, and Paints, where you can join my husband and I on some of our RV adventures with our pups, or join me as I create mixed media art, experiment with my Gelli Plate, or get involved in other creative processes. So whatever adventure you're here for, grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and let's start today's adventure. Hi everyone, I have just finished making some stencils to use with my gel plate or other collage paintings, mixed media art, and I love using my Cricut to do this. So this is the most satisfying part to me, is peeling it off. It's easy, it's so easy once you get the hang of it, and I just love coming up with these stencils. Usually they pop out very easily. Might actually find a need for a way I could use even just these. So I'll put them on the side. Can experiment with them later. But these are awesome stencils. And yes, I've made them on cardstock. I honestly find cardstock to be a lot easier to use than to use the plastic stencils. They're very hard for me, anyway, to get the right depth with the needle. And this cardstock, if you think about it, I use it with acrylic paints. So if I'm using it with acrylic paints, I'm basically putting plastic on it, which helps it to last even longer than if it was just like a watercolor, which of course I'm probably not going to be using a watercolor on this, but I'm pretty happy with how this came out. So here are some other stencils I made today with my Cricut. I really, really love this one. So much fun to do. And I made some other smaller ones, but they're really fun. I've made ones like this before to use on my Gelli plates. And then I was printing them too, just to see how they would look. This is another one that I made today, which I really, really love. Kind of looks like an ice cube tray. It came out really good. So I'm looking forward to using these on my Gelli plate. I can show you. This was another practice one after I made the one that looks like an ice cube tray. And I did this actually on top of a Gelli plate, just playing around to see how it would look. So I can show you some of my Gelli plate prints. And again, these are just experiments. I was playing around with a stencil I made. These are all from stencils I've made in the past. Like I said, they're made out of cardstock, so I can use them over and over again. Oh, and this is made with real leaves with my Gelli plate. This is one of my favorites just because I absolutely love fall leaves. Obviously, these are oak leaves and they never really do turn this color, but hey, you know, I'm an artist, so I can do whatever I want. My favorite color. So these are all just on copy paper because you'll find if you use a gel plate, you're going to be making a lot of prints. Copy paper is inexpensive and it works very, very well. So I've got a whole bunch here that I just, with my smaller Gelli plate, I just cut them in half. Now granted, some of these might not look like much, but some of them are better than others, but they could be fantastic to use in collages. This was done on a rice paper, on a book page. And I went to the Dollar Tree and got some, you can kind of see them, got some children's toys and used them in my Gelli plate printing. This is just one with a stencil over it. That I didn't make. But these are really fun. There's a lot of things you can do with these. These were kind of, I guess you could say fails, but I saved them because you never know when you can use them. This one I liked a lot. Now, a lot of times I like to use my Gelli plate prints as backgrounds for mandalas. It's really, really fun. Here's another one on a rice paper. This one I love a lot. I really like the colors in this one. And this one I like because I used stamps that I made from clay, from non-hardening clay. I just pushed keys into them, different types of keys, little mini wrenches I got with something that needed to be put together I really love this one. I love the grungy look of it and the colors. And here's another one. You can see I had the little circles here from a stencil that I made. So let me show you what I really like. Again, some are a lot better than others, but what I love to do with them is this. I love to put them into a book or I make a card and hand draw mandalas on them. I love mandalas. I actually have a mandala adult coloring book out there that I made, but I find them to be just such pretty backgrounds for mandalas, and I typically do use a white pen to draw them. Or here's some more that I did, waiting for mandalas to be drawn on them. And I'm just playing around. But I typically do use a white pen to draw on them because it shows up a lot better than a black one. Let's see if I have any more in the back. I don't think so. No, but I have a lot of Gelli Plate printings waiting to be drawn on. So, if you haven't gotten a Gelli Plate, I suggest you do. They are so much fun. Very, very addicting. And it is fun if you happen to own a Cricut to be able to make your own stencils with them. Have a good day, guys.